What is going on, guys? We are back today for a very special video. So, Dazzler and Sprial, if you guys saw my video where I did a bit of a recap of the Kabam stream, or if you just saw the Kabam stream, you've seen how awesome both of these new champions look for November. So, we're going to take a look at both their deep dives today. I'm really excited about this one, so let's just get right into it. We're going to go ahead and get started with Sprial. So, let's go ahead and
deep dive.
Start watching.
Today, we're talking about Sprial.
She looks incredible model-wise.
Because it's time to get into it.
These dancing blades, I want to know more about them. They seem just like such a crazy mechanic.
Sprial enters the contest with magical and martial mastery, granting her immunity to falter and increasing the ability accuracy of stun effects by 100%. All of her weapon attacks have minus 20% offensive combat power rate and a 1% chance to inflict a rupture debuff for 10 seconds, which are paused during her special attacks. When a personal rupture would be inflicted on the opponent, she power steals 1% of their max power. This is increased by 3% flat while the opponent has a power gain buff, and does not trigger if they're at max power. And for each buff on the opponent, her personal rupture potency is increased by 10%. Also, Sprial doesn't benefit from the Mystic Dispersion mastery. Instead, her personal ruptures last for 1 second longer.
So this is basically deep wounds for ruptures if you have MD.
For each rank invested.
Just cool.
Each time she performs a light, medium, or heavy, dodges back, or blocks an attack, if it's not the same action as the one performed previously, she gains a 600% fervor passive for 13 seconds.
Oh, you just need to mix up what you're doing to build those. Okay, I like that. That's pretty simple.
These are paused during her specials and when the opponent has a power gain buff. They're also paused for 10 seconds upon reaching the stack limit, and when this expires, 10 are removed. Fervors expire 100% faster for each one gained consecutively without making contact with the opponent. And for each fervor gained without repeating an action, she gains energy and physical resistance stacking indefinitely until she breaks the chain. Additionally, while blocking, Sprial has till she...
Dude, that's really nice. So, he's getting 32 times...
And for each...
this number here. I guess that's not that much. 15.69? That's... yeah, that's very minimal. So it's good it can stack.
Each fervor gained without repeating an action, she gains energy and physical resistance stacking indefinitely until she breaks the chain. Additionally, while blocking, Sprial has a 100% chance to destroy one of each Fury, Precision, Unblockable, Death Immunity, Immortality, and Indestructible buff on the opponent, replacing them with immunity chance to destroy.
She just has to block to do that?
Additionally,
while blocking, Spiral's mystical weapons have a 100% chance to destroy one of each Fury. So all she has to do is block?
While blocking, Sprial has a...
I thought it was the blades that destroyed the death immunity, but
100% chance to destroy one of each Fury, Precision, Unblockable, Death Immunity, Immortality, and Indestructible buff on the opponent, replacing them with Rubble buffs for 45 seconds. Now, let's check out her special attacks.
Seems
on her special
so
attacks,
good.
Sprial summons Dancing Blades for 10 seconds per bar of power spent.
Is what I want to know more about.
With a 2-second delay when using Special 1. These blades can be fired as a single projectile by swiping up while holding block. This also happens when she's struck by her opponent's second light attack while not stunned. If the opponent is struck by her Dancing Blades, she inflicts a stun passive for 2 seconds, and a non-stacking 20% vulnerability debuff for 10 seconds. Also, if the blades strike the opponent or their block, Sprial triggers her Destroy. Additionally, against non-science...
Wait. What does that mean? I was wondering, what happens if they block the blades? You didn't really...
Triggers her destroy. The
Her
blades
destroy?
strike the opponent or their block. Spiral triggers her destroy. Additionally, against non-science opponents, while the blades are active, she can't be struck by attacks while dodging backwards. And
that is nice.
Precision she would gain from the dexterity mastery are granted to the opponent instead.
What?
Now,
What?
the beam hits
That's
of her
weird.
specials
That's
gain
good, though.
increased attack for each rupture on the opponent. Increased by 30% for each bar of power spent.
That's a cool special
The
3.
special 3.
I like that.
This attack gains increased attack rating based on fervors instead of ruptures. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
Let's check it out, Mike.
When awakened, Spiral regens up to 60% of damage taken from blocked hits while her dancing blades are active. And for each
that's
fervor
nice.
on Spiral, the duration of incoming
Hold on, I want to read it.
active. And
So while dancing blades are active, 60% of damage taken from blocked hits. So that's max. At Sig 200, the most she can be healing is 60%. Plus the recovery mastery. So that's more like... I don't know if it's exactly like to 75%, but higher than 60%. That's really good. So the dancing blades just have to be active. Okay. And then for each fervor on Spiral, the duration of incoming shock. Oh! I didn't know she had immunities. This is technically not immunities, but shock, incinerate, and poison. Wow.
and for each fervor on
By 10%. So with just 10 of them, they should just like be insta-gone. Oh, it's only debuffs though, not passives. Okay.
Spiral, the duration of incoming shock, incinerate, and poison debuffs are
Yeah, it
reduced
doesn't even
by
apply.
up to 10%.
If you have 10.
Now, let's see
Wow.
those blades in action in the champion
Wow. Okay, this champion just got like way better now to me because she has like pseudo immunities. Wow.
rotation.
That's good. Ooh, that's nice.
To begin, alternate your actions to build your fervor so you can stack your ruptures and power steal. If the opponent has a power gain buff, these fervors will stay paused. Build to just under 2 bars of power. Then, launch to summon your first set of dancing blades. Stay aggressive and fire them on your way up to Special 2 to inflict your vulnerability. Then, launch your special to take advantage of your massive stack of ruptures. Keep in mind, while your swords are active, you can't be struck while dodging back. And those dancing blades can trigger her destroy mechanic simply by making contact with your opponent. Now, even though she doesn't
Oh, okay, so the dancing blades can do it themselves. If you just make contact, let's mind a little bit.
dodging back. And those dancing blades can trigger her destroy mechanic simply by making contact with your opponent. Now,
Okay.
even though she doesn't gain power from the Mystic Dispersion Mastery, Spiral loves opponents with a lot of buffs. Since her rupture potency is increased for every buff on the opponent, she can stay aggressive and use her blades and strikers to keep the assault rolling and melt her opponent with massive damage over time. And hey, don't forget, she can
Holy
destroy
crap.
a large number of different buffs just by blocking. So, scary defenders with unblockable buffs, Fury, or Immortality mechanics won't be too much trouble for Spiral. They'll just fuel her damage and be reduced to rubble. Thank you
Wow.
for watching this champion deep dive for Spiral. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the
Battle round, dude. So before watching either of the deep dives, like I was definitely more excited about Dazzler. After watching just watching Spiral's deep dive so far, I think now I'm about equal. Maybe Spiral even ahead a little bit. So let's go watch the Dazzler deep dive. Oh, I'm ready to be dazzled. Let's go.
Going on, summoners. We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today, we're talking about Dazzler. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
Get that damage. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage.
Dazzler enters the contest and won't let anything cramp her style.
Just immune to nullify.
She's immune to bad vibes. Oh, and also nullify. If Dazzler's opponent isn't a tech champion, their critical damage rating is set to 0 and cannot be increased. Also, if the defender has the Stand Your Ground mastery active, it is disabled. Dazzler builds up tempo as excitement mounts for her performance. Her light and medium attacks build 1 tempo, or 5 if this attack strikes the opponent while they're standing up. Striking a non-stunned opponent with a heavy also builds 5. Her personal stun passive doesn't count against this ability, but more on that in just a bit. While defending, each hit in the attacker's combo builds 1 tempo. And while dodging back, Dazzler cannot be struck by attacks. She also doesn't benefit from the dexterity mastery, but she builds 1 tempo when dodging a special attack
She can dex serpent.
Now,
oh, that's
building
nice.
10 tempo sets the stage for a dazzling dash attack, and once it is, dashing forward from outside striking distance or during the opponent's special attack inflicts a falter passive for 1.2 seconds.
Nice.
If this attack is blocked, she inflicts a stun passive for 1.5 seconds. Additionally, during a dash, making contact with the opponent also deals a burst of energy damage per tempo. Now, let's check out her special attacks. On the final hit of the special 1, she inflicts a non-stacking energy vulnerability passive for 30 seconds. Additionally, tapping block in rhythm with the 4 blasts builds 10 tempo each. With the Special 2, she gains 10% potency resonance, fury, and prowess buffs until the end of the attack, then resets her tempo. These buffs increase their potency by 1% flat per tempo, and don't trigger if she's suffering from cowardice. If the opponent is suffering from her energy vulnerability, she also gains an unblockable buff, and tapping block in rhythm with the first 5 lasers grants her precision buffs as well. If she reaches at least 4, the final laser is a guaranteed crit.
Wow. Get the disco.
The Special 3. Dazzler kicks things into high tempo for 40 seconds, allowing her to build up to 150 tempo and doubling all tempo gains. A perfect result in the Special 3 minigame increases this to 60 seconds. Now, let's check out her signature ability. When awakened, during her hits, she takes no physical damage, and instead reflects up to 200 her hits.
Okay, let's talk about this for a quick sec. So, honestly, like, Namor is better. His signature ability at Sig 200 is definitely better. It's superior in every way. Because you take no damage, period. Doesn't matter what kind of damage it is, and you reflect it back. Period. End of story. But, as like a champion acquisition standpoint, Dazzler's ability is so much better than Namor. Because at Sig 1, you'll be taking no physical damage. With Namor at Sig 1, you know, you're taking all kinds of everything damage. You're only reducing it by a small percentage, you know. So, being able to take 0 physical damage at Sig 1, that's incredible. Now, the extra Sigs, what that's going to do is it's just going to increase the damage that you're reflecting back. For the first bullet point anyways. But just at Sig 1, you know, she's going to be taking no physical damage. That's really great. So at Sig 1, she's, you know, viable for Korgs, Atumas, Killmongers, all that stuff. And so instead it reflects 200% of it back at max Sig as a burst of energy damage. So that's nice. And then so performing a dazzling dash grants a pursuit passive for 10 seconds. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this being in the Sig, because this is kind of what makes her a bullseye counter. And at max Sig, it's only 10 seconds. seems very short. Okay, let's keep watching.
Physical damage, and instead reflects up to 200% of it back at the opponent as a burst of energy damage. Also, performing a dazzling dash grants a pursuit passive for up to 10 seconds. Now, let's take her out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent to start building your tempo. Once you get to 10, you'll ready your dazzling dash. Dash in from outside striking distance to inflict your falter, and heavy to gain 5 tempo. Then, launch your special 1 and tap on each blast to gain extra tempo and inflict your energy vulnerability. Stay aggressive and rush up to special 2. Then, launch and tap in rhythm to gain precision and unleash a monstrous guaranteed crit.
Oh my
Now,
god, that
her
was
awakened
nice.
ability prevents her from taking physical damage during her attacks, and she can reflect up to 200% of that damage taken back at her opponent. Also, that special 2 is unblockable if her opponent is inflicted with her energy vulnerability, so don't be scared to get a little creative. Now, keep in mind, she also gains that pursuit passive when activating her dazzling dash. So, staying aggressive and building your tempo will allow her to consistently counter evaders without disrupting her flow. And hey, in a longer fight, you can
Seems that you're able to re-trigger the dazzling dash frequently enough so that the pursuit passive only being 10 seconds, it seems like it's okay.
put on a show with that special 3 to increase your tempo stacks to 150, and then build up to a mind-blowing special 2 that will leave your opponent dazzled and confused. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Dazzler. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the battle round.
It's not a word, but we're typing it anyways. Dude. Okay, so now that I've watched both deep dives, I don't even know. So, Dazzler, she looks just as good as I thought she was going to be. Maybe even a little bit better. But it definitely seems like she's going to have... Like, she's a mutant champion, but she seems like she's going to take some skill to play, for sure. Especially some skill expression to fully maximize on her abilities. So, Sprial, on the other hand, just seems so crazy. So, I don't know. I feel like my hype is almost equaled out now. Yeah, dude, I really want both. I really want both. I'm saving every single Titan shard for that next pool, for sure. I really want both these champs, and I'm definitely gonna be picking up. You know, if there's a dual track event, they said there's gonna be one for Dazzler, similar to like Beta Ray Bill and everything. I'm definitely gonna be scooping that up, because I really want both these champions as a 7-star. I can already easily see myself taking both of them up to rank 3. You know, at some point, if I can get them awakened, like, for sure. So yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, which champion are you more excited for, Dazzler or Sprial? Also, a huge shout out to Karate Mike for making the deep dives. He's a legend, our alliance leader, such a good dude. And yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We're definitely gonna have some content on Sprial and Dazzler this month for sure, whether it's, you know, videos as soon as they release or some testing streams. Let me know what you guys want to see for these new champs. I'm very excited about them, so definitely want to be making content on them. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys all have a great, wonderful day. Peace.